Is anxiety with you in your life? Hi, I'm Kiki, I'm the Sacred Body Coach, and I'm here to guide you through a sacred movement practice to help really support you during this time. If at any point during this practice things feel a little bit too much, always feel free to open your eyes, come back to the space, and be as safe as you need to be. Join me on the mat. So starting in a comfortable seated position. So that can be cross-legged, sitting on the floor, kneeling, or in a chair, whatever feels comfortable for you. You might want to place something underneath the hips so that you feel really, really supported. And we're just going to take a moment to just come into this space. So without placing any judgment, without placing any pressure or forcing, just notice. Just be here. Notice the breath. Notice within the body where the anxiety is maybe starting to manifest, or sensations that you're feeling that are linked to feeling anxious. And just notice what needs to be noticed. And if it feels safe to do so, feel free to close down the eyes or just drop the gaze in front of you on the floor. And just notice the breath. Notice how it's feeling today. Notice if it feels quick and rapid, or if it feels different to any other days. And without putting pressure on yourself, without falling into a trap of doing something right, just exploring with creating deeper inhales and seeing if you can expand into the diaphragm. And as you exhale, just see if you can lengthen it, just a fraction more. And as you explore the breath in this way with the deepened inhales and lengthened exhales, just acknowledge and notice if any changes are happening with the anxiety sensations within the body. Notice if the body changes at all. Maybe the shoulders soften, the jaw softens. And just see if there are any changes, if you can go with it, surrender. It's a fantastic remedy to supporting yourself with anxiety, is really learning to trust your own wisdom, your body's wisdom, and your abilities to adapt and evolve. So with that in mind, I invite you to visualize a column, almost like a pole, a beam that sits at the base of your spine, that connects to the floor and rises all the way up through the spine, through the back of the heart, the back of the neck, and out through the crown of the head. And this is your inner support. Really feel its strength. Feel this deep rooting down into the earth, this grounding and anchoring. As you notice the reaching to the sky through the crown of the head. This strong, supportive beam that sits within you. And with every breath, As you inhale, you strengthen that beam. And as you exhale, I invite you to allow the rest of your body to soften around the beam. Almost this, hanging the body or a coat up on a peg, and the fabric softens and the body can soften around this strong beam. With every exhale, allow more softness, surrendering. As your focus on the inhale becomes strengthening that beam, that trust, that inner knowing. Breathe in here. Now, knowing that beam is within you, that strength, we're going to invite some movement here. And I invite this movement for you to be very intuitive, very organic, very instinctive. And just allow the body to go where it needs to go, and trust that it has the ability to support you entirely. So rest in the hands wherever they need to rest. I invite you, firstly, to just take a little sway from side to side. So noticing how the shoulders can sway to the left and to the right. And this beam of strength that sits within you flows with it. But it doesn't falter. It always remains strong. It just adapts. It flows with, allows you to experience that swaying, experiencing that movement. And it supports you, brings you back to center. Now we can explore that movement, allow it to grow bigger. Now I invite you to do whatever feels good here. So if I'm cueing something that doesn't feel quite right and your body is doing something entirely different, that's absolutely welcome. In fact, I celebrate it. It's fantastic. So we can either make the swaying bigger, and maybe the hands reach down to the floor either side of the hips, and you begin this kind of real dramatic swaying movement. Maybe the shoulders reach up to the ears. Maybe even the arms become involved and they're reaching wide. And all whilst that strong beam of energy within you is supporting you in that movement and allows you to come back to center. Maybe the movement begins to come forward as a sway or circling. Maybe it goes backwards. Whatever feels good, follow it. Follow the movement. Trust the body. It's full of wisdom and knows exactly how to support you here. And as you explore the movement here, just notice the sensations in the body. Notice if the sensations match any sensations that are connected to the anxiety. Notice if they're different. Notice if you can feel sort of heavier or more active energy in a part of the body, and maybe that's encouraging you to focus on it. Maybe it's in the hips, maybe it's in the chest, maybe in the spine or the head or the neck. When the body speaks to us, it speaks to us in whispers. It's our job to listen and see if you can really lean into that beam of strength that's within you and trust the exploration of the body. So if it's asking you to focus on a particular area, maybe it's asking you to pause and stretch into an area, I invite you to go with that. As long as it feels safe to do so, your body has the ability to support you. And as you focus on those sensations, allow the movement to elicit this communication. If there's any words or colours, images, any sounds or smells that might be coming up, that's all communication from the body. It's all letting you know something that you need to know. So come in. So really allowing that conversation to happen. And as you're here having this communication with the sacred body, with your sacred body, I ask you to ask yourself, how can I better support myself with my anxiety? What is it that I need to support myself with? Whatever comes up, we trust the message, we acknowledge it. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, we can begin to allow these movements to slow down, to soften, and eventually come back to stillness. Now, keeping the eyes closed or the gaze dropped, just notice any changes, any shifts. And when you're ready, blinking open the eyes and coming back to your space. Acknowledging the messages that the body has given you today. Maybe take some time to journal and reflect on those. But knowing that everything you need is already within you. Well done. This video is part of a series of 6. And so feel free to dip into the other videos. Let me know how you're finding the videos in the comments. And please reach out for any support. Thank you.